that slightly average run behind him, and there's not a huge amount of form here once you get past the first 2 or 3 in the market. Lucifer is the second favourite, doesn't have a huge amount of gate speed, and stall 15 though might be an okay position right on that rail. That might just help, and Cody Moore's an 8-1 chance, and it's double figure price as the rest as far as the market here in the UK is concerned.
Then followed by Lucifer and Symphony, then Cody Moore, followed then by Dreamboat Annie, then Don't Joke, 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 Cause Princess, Don't Joke, Osmosis, followed then by Shirella and Partridge Boy, then followed by Cause Princess and Lucifer, and then Dreamboat Annie, followed by Divey's Edge, and then Osmosis and Divey's Edge, followed then by Dearest Star. Also still circling down at the start, won't be too much longer before they load up. Great Kalachi continues to be
a... and bigger prices the rest as we head back and rejoin David on track.
Yeah, thanks very much, Niall. As the runners have gone behind the stalls, they'll start loading pretty shortly. And well, like you, I could see that Great Kalachi could be given a serious chance, but he's 10-11, and that's shorter than I would have imagined. But he has, as we were saying on Racing TV Extra, he has been in very, very good form, winning that race at Newcastle and then filling the frame at Thirsk and at Ayr. And you've already made the point that he probably wasn't drawn in the best place at Redcar on Monday, beaten just under 7 lengths in finishing 8th there. But he is holding his form, and in a race like this, going through them all in the paddock, there's plenty that you can't really say that for, or have got a lot to prove. They haven't shown what they're capable of just yet, and we know that Great Kalachi has been running well. It's drawn over towards the left, towards the far side in stall number 2. Lucifer yet to win on turf, but he's also run a couple of nice enough races in the last 2 months, most recently finishing 5th at Bath. That'll come out of stall 15, so close to the rail, and Kevin Stott's riding well at the moment. He's had plenty of winners the last fortnight, and is on board that one for Tony Carroll. So it'll come out of 15. Cody Moore also comes into the race having run pretty well, and it was a return to form at Ripon last time up. And we'll see if that horse can build on it. Will come out of stall number 10. Is already actually in number 5, Cody Moore. Thought that Nokakara was quite keen going down to the start. That's around about a 16-1 chance, 18-1 I can see at the moment. So we look hopefully set for a fairly prompt start here. Not quite at post time yet. Osmosis was quite awkward in the paddock. They tried to take her down early. Rachel Richardson got on board in the parade ring, but the filly didn't seem to like that very much, and she was going backwards, and eventually the lad intervened and Rachel jumped off, and she got on board in the chute before heading down to the start. So she's obviously got a quirk or two about her, but they've got her down and she's gone into stall 13, which is the main thing. So most of them are in. Nokakara hasn't gone forward yet. Great Kalachi, just remind you, your favourite, 10-11, will come out of stall number 2. Nokakara will go next to that one. Symphony just heading into stall number 4, running for Richard Kingscote, who incidentally has just picked up a spare ride in the last. He's on board Cool Strutter in our final race today, replacing Ryan Tate on that one as we get to post time for our second of 8 this afternoon. Great Kalachi running for Gillian Bonus, who is, won't surprise many, was also leading the horse up in the paddock as well. Nokakara has just gone in. Not many more to load. John Blant's poised to call them.
Great Kalachi goes forward. Looks like they're all in. Gates back and they're off and racing for the Bodie Hodges Foundation handicap. Don't Joke was a little bit awkward out of the starting stalls. Parker's Boy is one of the horses that goes forward in the early stages, as indeed does Dreamboat Annie, the white cap. Osmosis, the grey, is also prominent. So too in the light jacket, Cody Moore. Kazeva Princess, the black cap with the yellow sleeves, is also prominent, as indeed is the colour change. That's Lucifer towards the right in the red with the white cap. They're then followed by Great Kalachi, the red colours towards the left as we look at them. Then Nokakura. Carriage Clock being driven along, so too Shirella. Then Kira Star towards the rear of the field, and Daisy's Edge is just about the back marker as they come inside the final 3 furlongs around about now. And it's Parker's Boy who's just being driven along to try and maintain the position. Here comes Dreamboat Annie up the near side, because Ever Princess is up the head of affairs, and here now travelling very strongly, the red jacket Great Kalachi comes into the race quite nicely to now draw alongside Dreamboat Annie. Dreamboat Annie and Great Kalachi, followed then by Lucifer, who's staying on. They're then followed by Kazeva Princess, a sheepskin noseband. Trying to stay on from the back as well is Shirella, the pink jacket, and then Nokakura, the green, towards the far side. Inside the final furlong and a half they go, and it's Dreamboat Annie in the hands of Isabel Francis that leads here. Great Kalachi's not finding a great deal. Lucifer tries to stay on, then Nokakura and Daisy's Edge from the back, but it's Dreamboat Annie that leads here inside the final half furlong, still by length and a half to Great Kalachi in second and racing up towards the line. Dreamboat Annie in the end, a convincing success. Great Kalachi was second, Daisy's Edge I think just about got third, and Lucifer finished in fourth.
Dreamboat Annie has recorded her second victory at Leicester. It's only the third win of her 41 race career, but Isabel Francis, who's become this filly's regular rider, it's the first time that Isabel has won on this filly, so I'm sure she will derive a great deal of satisfaction out of it. Great Kalachi, the favourite, didn't get the best of starts. In fact, started fairly poorly and made the ground reasonably quickly, and I would think at halfway you'd have been feeling very, very confident, but had to work pretty hard to get to the front and didn't have an answer as Dreamboat Annie just kept staying on resolutely towards the stand side. He's holding his form well, Great Kalachi, but I don't think things quite went to plan at the start for the horse today, and they'll be disappointed to have had a favourite get beaten, but at least he's still won his race. And Christopher Mason's runners, he's only got a small team of sprinters, but they are running well, and this is the first time that Dicey's Edge has got herself in the frame, so I'm sure they'll be pretty pleased about that with that run. I think that one got third, with Lucifer running a similar sort of race to the ones he's been running at Wolverhampton and Bath the last couple of times. But well done to Mark Usher, to Isabel Francis, the jockey, and the owner's Usher's Court. Dreamboat Annie has taken race number 2.